Audrey.
And Julie.
Julie's in the back. We've got Legend over there in the corner today, so we've got a kid in the room. Say hi. So we're focusing on the throat chakra today. Today's flow is probably going to be about a good 40-minute flow. We're not going to go too intricate. But we're going to focus on opening, balancing our communication skills through the practice of yoga. Yoga is a great practice to incorporate. It's a beautiful modality that helps you build strength, endurance, self-confidence, allows you to regain that present moment within yourself, focusing on your mind, body, and spirit. So if you're at home and you have some time, join us. Grab some oils, grab your yoga mat, grab some tools that you know that you need throughout your practice of yoga, and let's begin. So we've got some peppermint oil, and I'm going to pass this around to Legend and Julie, and we'll get started. And everybody, just if you don't have any oils, if you don't have all of the essentials, if you don't have crystals that you want to incorporate as well, can you sit in the middle of your mat? You can just find yourself seated, grounded on your mat in your easy pose. Rub your hands together once you have a little bit of peppermint oil. Peppermint's really good for the throat chakra. It actually really helps with thyroid issues. And those thyroid issues normally stimulate from hormonal imbalancing. So just cup your nose, take a few deep breaths. You can always rub your shoulders, rub your throat, nice and gentle. Rub the back of your neck. And just take a few moments to breathe. Close your eyes. Lengthen your back. Place your hands on your knees as you sit with an easy pose. Taking a few deep breaths. Setting the intention to help balance the throat chakra. Listening to my voice as you breathe, inhaling and exhaling. We'll set the intention. I live in my truth. I communicate my truth. I am my truth. I live my truth. I communicate my truth. And I am my truth. Allow that intention to filter throughout you. Allow the energy of truth and communication. Focus on the present moment as you continue to breathe. Controlling and extending each breath, effectively communicating with your body, listening to yourself. Listening to how your body feels as it speaks its truth. Few more deep breaths. Filling your lungs. And then exhaling. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Exhale nice and slow. We're going to start to create some movement. As we continue to sit in an easy pose, we're going to do some neck releases, rotating that neck in a circular motion. Nice and slow. Opposite direction, coming to a stationary position. Lengthening the spine, allowing that head to tilt to the right side, allowing the ear to connect to your shoulder if you can, aligning it together. Inhaling, coming up to center, lengthening the spine, exhaling, allowing that head to tilt to the opposite side, aligning the shoulder and the ear. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, release, shoulders back, chest is open. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, fall over to the right side, elongating the arms, reaching out through the fingertips. Inhaling up, reaching tall and wide. Exhale, over to the opposite side. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to fall forward, walking those hands out. Inhale, gently coming up, hands above the head. Exhale, over to the right side. Inhaling up. Exhale, over to the opposite side. Inhaling up. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale, coming up. Releasing those shoulders. Start to do some circular breath. So inhale, arms up. Lengthening through the arms, allowing them to extend tall and wide. Exhale, arms in front, swooping each other. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale out through the mouth side. Working on communication here through the throat chakra. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. A few more. Once more. Exhale. Still allowing yourself to be seated in easy pose. We're going to inhale, allow the arms to come all the way up. We're going to allow the right arm to open up, creating an L with our arms. Take a nice deep inhale, extend the spine. We're going to come to an easy twist, bringing our right hand behind us, left hand placed on the outside of the right thigh. Gently gazing over the right shoulder, taking 3 deep breaths. Once you finish, release, coming to center. Inhale, arms up. Coming to an L and transitioning to the opposite side. Easy twist once again. Working on digestion, opening up and balancing the throat chakra as well. Exhale, release, coming back to center. Inhale all the way up. Lengthening through the spine, arms nice and wide. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. 3 deep breaths, gently gazing over the opposite shoulder. Walking that hand a little closer to your butt if you would like a little more elongated spine. Once you finish that last breath, come back to center. Inhale all the way up. And transition to the opposite side. Still working on easy twist. Placing one hand behind the spine, walking it closer to the butt. Opposite hand pressed on the outside of that thigh. Gently gazing over that shoulder. Once you finish, come back to center. Inhale once more on each side, elongating the arms, creating that L. Exhale, releasing and twisting. release. Coming back to a stationary position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, allow them to fall in front of you. Gently cradle and transition yourself, coming into all fours. Taking your time, making modifications, doing what is best for you. We're going to come onto all fours. Wrists are aligned with the shoulders. Knees aligned with the hip bones. We're going to come into sit, come to cats and cows. So inhale, arching that back up, tucking that chin in. Exhale, going down into your cow, moving on your own fluidly with each breath. Releasing the lower back, the shoulders, keeping that neck aligned with the spine. Gently looking at the top of your mat as though it is the horizon of the sun. Breathing on your own and listening to your body. A few more. Once more. Coming to a stationary position once you finish that last breath. Inhale, come onto the balls of your feet, pushing up and back into your downward facing dog, allowing those hip bones to come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, heels down to the mat. Take 3 deep breaths, really feel the elongation of this pose. Stretching out the hamstrings, stretching out the core, upper shoulders. Begin to gently walk those feet within position, one at a time. Inhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, you're going to bring the knees down to your mat. Beautiful job. And instead of sinking back into child's pose, we're going to come into puppy's pose. Puppy's pose is just like child, but instead of having the butt sink all the way back to the heels, you're going to extend those arms out, having the butt up into the air. Forehead down, beautiful. Taking a few deep breaths. Lengthening the spine. Walking those hands out just a little bit more. Stretching the shoulders. Relaxing the mind and body real quick. Taking a moment to just listen clearly and effectively to your body. Continue to breathe. Inhale, coming up into downward facing dog. Coming up to the balls of your feet, pushing up and back. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, come forward for a plank. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, belly, chest, forehead, all the way down. Keeping those palms next to your chest. Tucking those elbows in. Inhaling, coming up into a cobra. Hold here, 3 deep breaths. Exhale, release, coming down to the mat. Inhale, coming onto the balls of your feet, pushing up and back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, come forward for a plank. Exhale, knees, belly, chest, forehead, coming all the way down. Leaving those hands next to your chest, tucking those elbows in and reaching up for a cobra. Gently lifting that chest, neck, and forehead. Keeping that neck aligned with the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, coming onto the balls of the feet, pushing up and back. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, coming forward for a plank. Exhale, knees, belly, chest, forehead, all the way down. Tucking those elbows in, coming up for a cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, coming up to the balls of the feet, pushing up and back into your downward facing dog. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, coming forward for a plank. Exhale, knees, belly, chest, forehead. Tucking elbows in. Inhaling, coming up for your cobra. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, coming onto the balls of the feet, pushing up and back into your downward facing dog, having those hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, belly, chest, forehead, all the way down. Keeping those hands stationary, and they should be next to the chest. Tucking those elbows in and coming up for your cobra. Exhale, release one more time on the balls of the heel of the feet. As you inhale, pushing up and back. Heels to the mat. Inhale, forward for a plank. Exhale, knees, belly, chest, forehead. Inhale, pushing up for your cobra. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, pushing up onto all fours, tabletop position. Joint checking, making sure joint on top of joint is stacked. Inhale and exhale. Once more, take a nice deep inhale. Listen to your breath. Inhale, we're going to cross both feet together, or you can move one of your feet and knees to the opposite side. We're going to come back and adjust yourselves into a seated position, coming to the center of our mat. All right. We're going to bring those feet onto our mat, stationary, firmly planted in front of us, just as Julie is doing so. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we're centered and aligned into our mat. All right. Inhale, we're going to reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, we're going to reach over to the right side. Elongating through the arms. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, over to the right. Keeping those legs stationary. And you can walk them a little closer to the butt if you would like. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Beautiful. We're going to bring both feet to a wide bound angled pose. Butterfly pose as well. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, we're going to fall forward. Inhale, we're going to come up. Lengthening the spine. Exhale, fall forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, fall forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, once more, hinging at the hips. Inhaling, coming all the way up. We're going to extend both legs out onto the mat, almost as though we're coming into our staff pose. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, making sure it's nice and straightened, lengthened, aligned with the neck, creating beautiful relationship within our vagus nerve, allowing proper blood circulation and communication to work. Inhale, we're going to bring both hands up, and we're going to come and make an L. We're going to do another gentle twist, elongated twist. Right hand behind us, left hand on the outside of the right thigh. We're going to push out through the heels of the feet. Beautiful. So you want to have your beautiful toes pointed towards you. Take 3 deep breaths. Exhale, release. Inhale, both arms up, making that L, and gently twisting to the opposite side. Breathing, taking 3 deep breaths. Continuing to breathe. Exhale, releasing, inhaling, arms up once you have gotten back to center, and twisting to the opposite side once more. Continuing to breathe. Once you have finished, exhale, release, come back to center. Inhale, arms up, reaching over to the opposite side. Exhale, release. Extend those arms all the way out. We're going to come into our shoulder stands. Nothing like our bridge pose. Julie told me I killed her yesterday as we worked on our heart chakra. She said, I did it, but I don't want to do it again. Not today, at least. We will do it again, but not today. So again, come into your staff pose. Lengthen the spine, lengthen those legs, pushing out through the heels of your feet. All right. We're going to go ahead and inhale and exhale. Inhale once more. And as you exhale, I want you to draw the navel to the spine. We're going to use all the core. We're going to gently allow the top part. We're going to hinge backwards at the hips and gently bringing ourselves all the way down to the mat, keeping those feet stationary, pushing out through the heels. Beautiful job, lowering all the way down. Wonderful. You're going to bring those heels up and touch the bottom of your mat. So both feet firmly planted onto your mat, knees in the air. You're going to gently bring those knees 90 degrees into the air with your next inhale. Beautiful. Grab onto the back of your knees. All right. Inhale, and as you inhale, we're going to come into our plow pose. So as you come into your plow pose, you can do this one of two ways. All right. You stay right there, Julie. No. Yep. So within our plow pose, we have our knees in the air. All right. 90 degrees. And as we inhale, we can either elongate the arms or we can gently push up and back. We're going to bring the knees connected almost to the forehead. You can add a little bit of structure and stability, holding on to the bottom half. All right, so as we can see, we need to make a little bit of modifications for Julie, and that is okay.
I have a butt.
You don't have to have a butt.
I have a butt.
Okay. All right, so Julie's grabbing her blocks and make some modifications without saying, hey, help me. All right, so Julie, take your time. Beautiful job. That's okay. Just stay right there. So if you cannot, and if you're having some limitations by exuding these knees to meet to your forehead or nose, and mind you, they don't have to exactly touch, but if you're having issues by getting those knees to completely come over into your plow pose, stop where you feel most comfortable at. It will provide more flexibility and growth to occur throughout your practice and formulation of yoga. So, Julie, how do you feel?
Okay.
All right, she feels okay. She grabs her block, made a modification, and this is the plow pose. All right. So go ahead and begin to remove your block, Julie, if you can. So she's going to move that before coming all the way down, gently guiding her body, feet back down onto the mat. Now, we're going to do a shoulder stand, Julie.
Okay.
You think you're ready for that one?
I'm good try.
All right, so with our shoulder stand, you're going to lie on your back with your arms extended along your sides, leaving your knees bent into your chest. So again, inhale, knees up into the chest. Beautiful job. And begin to curl your tailbone and hips off the floor as you roll the legs behind you into plow pose, extending your legs behind your head so that they are straight. So within plow, of course, our legs came behind us. So we were trying to exude and allow them to fall completely behind and up and over our head. But with our shoulder stand, you're going to exude those feet up into the air. You might want to grab your block again, as far as that might give you a little bit more comfortability, which is just fine. So if you have your block nearby, gently brace it and push it up under your sacrum. Pushing up, coming into your shoulder stand. or finding all the way into your shoulders, exuding those feet up. Mind you, your feet and legs are not going to be completely vertical, and that is just fine. With yoga, the biggest thing is learning these different formulations and allowing growth and maturity. So Julie, take about 3 deep breaths, close your eyes, listen to how your body is effectively communicating to you right now. Whenever you're ready, you can exhale and begin to remove your block. If you don't have your block, begin to allow yourself to come all the way down. Feet firmly planted on your mat. Beautiful job. All right, so we're going to come into our fish pose real quick. So our fish pose is where we're going to extend both legs out in front of us. Beautiful job. So you're going to lie face up on the floor with legs extended. Slide the arms behind the back. So begin to slide the arms behind the back. Beautiful job. And if you need to, Julie, you can always come up on to your forearms as well, sliding the hands behind the back. And palms of the hand on the floor beneath the buttocks. So you want to be sitting on the palms of your hands. Beautiful. And if you're lying all the way down, you're just fine. Press the forearms into the floor. It might be a little bit more easier for you. But if you have upper strength, then utilize that. So you can do this one of 2 ways. So as you see, Julie is lying completely on the floor, which is just fine. She has exuded those hands to be up and under her buttocks, just like that. So if you have a lot of core and upper strength, you can exude yourself to come up.
Okay.
All right. All right. And then with our fish pose, we're going to extend out through the heels of the feet, pushing the head all the way down. And if you don't have that upper body strength, what you would want to do is you would want to start in your forearm pose, adjusting, making accommodations, pushing those palms up and under the buttocks, and then rolling the shoulders back, opening the heart, opening the throat, allowing the head to fall to the back. Taking a few deep breaths, listening to your body, extending out through the heels of the feet, really elongating that stretch as we allow ourselves to lie within our fish pose. You're going to tilt the crown of the head back to rest lightly on the floor. As you can see, Julie is already doing so. The key here is to really lift up out of your lower back and press your breastbone up to the sky. Opening that throat chakra, as I just said, as well as the chest, which is the heart chakra. Lying the crown of your head against the floor. Take one last inhale, exhale as you begin to roll the shoulders down, releasing, readjusting the crown of the head, coming to a complete lying position. Beautiful job. Go ahead and bring up both feet as you inhale, knees into the air, feet firmly planted onto the mat. Beautiful job. Yes, ma'am. Keep them stationary. You're going to extend both arms out to the sides. And as you inhale, you're going to allow both of those feet and knees to come up to a 90-degree angle. Knees into the air, 90 degrees. Exhale, allow them to fall to the right side, coming to a lying twist. Gently looking over that opposite shoulder. Taking about 6 deep breaths here. Whenever you have finished, that last breath, inhale, bringing those knees back to center. Exhale as you bring them over to the opposite side. And once you have finished, inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, release those feet all the way down to the mat. Beautiful job. Elongating, coming into a lying pose. And go ahead and take some time, close your eyes, begin to allow yourself to come into your Shavasana. Few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Continuing to breathe. Listening to the body, to the mind and spirit. And as you continue to lie there, think of 5 things that you would like to manifest in your life, communicatively, effectively, speaking to your spirit, allowing that energy of those things that you want to manifest into your life exude throughout your physical body as you continue to breathe, allowing the emotions to connect with them. And as you think of those 5 things that you would like to manifest into your life, think of affirmations that align with those 5 things. For example, I am grateful that I have earned my master's degree. I am grateful to speak my truth. I am grateful to listen. Things of that nature, whatever it is that manifests and that you would like to manifest and aligns within your life, to go ahead and speak those to yourself. Focus on 5 affirmations that align with them. Now imagine yourself as you continue to lie here, looking at yourself into a mirror and effectively communicating to yourself through this imaginative mirror. Repeat each affirmation to yourself, to your mind, body, and spirit as you imagine yourself looking into this mirror at you, effectively working on communication. Once you have finished saying those affirmations to yourself in your imaginative mirror, take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, begin to stretch and move the body gently on a lying position, wiggling the toes if you must, the hands. And whenever you're ready, that was our timer to roll over to the opposite side. The universal timer, that is. It's amazing how technology is communicating with us. Bring those hands to heart center. Thank you for taking the time to practice, and practice with everyone that will watch and see and learn through you. Allow them to learn to effectively communicate with themselves and allow the light that shines through me and all living things to continue to shine through you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. It's a short practice, but hopefully you had some great guidance. If you have any questions, just play around, become familiar. Some of these poses are very intermediate and advanced, especially the fish, especially the bridge and the wheel pose that we did yesterday in the heart chakra sequence. Julie's like, yes. The plow and the shoulder stand can become a little bit intrusive, but gently allow yourself to feel comfortable with playing around. Don't be so serious, but make sure you do breathe. Take your breathing serious, but play around, be silly. If you got kids, it's a great silly way for you to become more limb and flexible within the body. All right, love, peace, and blessings. Thank you all. Bye.